Okay, fifth graders, little homework for you guys. Now, these 4 pages that you have to do shouldn't take you very long. If you guys were paying attention today, we went over this ad nauseum, which means a lot till you're sick of it. So most of you, I think, had this down pretty well. A few of you, I don't think you were paying that much attention and probably still could use some help. So I told everybody to bring this sheet home, and this one we went over today, and it shows you the properties of addition, properties of multiplication, commutative property, associative property. And associative property, it's going to have parentheses. An identity property of addition, it's just anything plus 0. An identity property of multiplication, anything times 1. Okay? And commutative property for addition and multiplication just simply means that if you change the order of the factors or addends, simply meaning if you change the orders of the numbers, it doesn't matter. So for example, 12 plus 7 is the same thing as 7 plus 12. And 4 times 9 is the same thing as 9 times 4. So, the very first sheet here, it says identify the commutative property of addition. Well, if you don't remember what that is, you can go back to this sheet. Commutative property of addition. If the order of the addends changes, the sum stays the same. 12 plus 7 is the same as 7 plus 12. Look at number 1 here. Well, it's not the first one. It's not the second one because that has parentheses. 6 plus 14 is the same as 14 plus 6. Well, it looks like it's going to be that one. Well, we're not dealing with negative numbers yet, so the answer would be C. Okay? Let's see here. How about number 6? It says 8 plus negative 8. No, we're not dealing with that. Nope, it's not that. That's identity. It's got parentheses here, so 8 plus 2 plus 6 is the same as 8 plus 6 plus 2. Well, I would say D. Okay. Second page. Associative property of addition. Okay. And associative properties, you go back to the sheet that I gave you that I told everybody to bring home. And if you didn't bring it home, I guess you can back up this video every time to this spot or the one that I did a moment ago. So associative properties, we're talking about parentheses. There's associative property of addition, associative property of multiplication, associative property of addition. So it's got to be addition here. So look at a number 2 here, 2 plus, no, that's not it, 8 plus, 2 plus 8 rather, equals 8 plus 2. Well, it's not that because there's not any what? Parentheses. Oh, this has parentheses. And it's not this one, so it's got to be C. All right? So, and again, it's the same thing as a commutative property, but it just happens to have parentheses in it. You're just changing the order. All right? Well, actually not changing the order. You're just changing where the parentheses go. Number 8. Let's see. Associative property of addition needs to have parentheses, so it's going to be either this one or this one, right? And I'd say it's this one here. So this would be C again. Third page. Commutative property of multiplication. Again, you can refer back to this. Commutative property of multiplication. If the order of the factors change, the product stays the same. How about this one here? Number 4. 2 times 1/2. No, that's not changing the order. It's commutative property, so it's not going to have parentheses. That has parentheses. That has parentheses. This does not. 2 times 5 is the same as 5 times 2. D would be the answer. Last page. And I'm going to tell you on your test tomorrow, your Chapter 1 test, the very first question is dealing with this. Hopefully you guys have been paying attention. Associative property of multiplication. So it has to be multiplying. Has to be multiplying, and it's associative property. So it's going to involve parentheses. How about number 4 on this page? Well, that has parentheses. So does this one. This doesn't. This doesn't. So it's neither one of those two. I can immediately eliminate those. So it's either A or B. Associative property of multiplication. So if the grouping of the factors changes, the product stays the same. So, well, in this one, in A, they had grouping symbols, and then here they don't. This one, they have grouping symbols, but then they shifted the grouping symbols to, instead of around 7 and 4, around 2 and 7. So the answer is B. Okay. And I think that was it. Yep, back to page 1. So there's your homework help. And we did not get to a practice spelling test. I'm not sure I'm going to continue doing that. Normally been doing it on Thursdays, but it takes up a lot of time, and I think it'd be better spent elsewhere. So anyways, I don't know if I'll continue with it. We'll see. But we didn't get to it today. That's it. I will see you guys tomorrow. So study for your math quiz, spelling, vocabulary.